Alright guys, I'm actually now going to show you how to use the key switches that come with the Cortex inspection lock system. I will put the link to the mod in the description, so you can find it. You can use the tubular style one, or this one here. Now first, before you do anything, so you gotta go into extras. Now you see where the key switch loader is? So let's put the expression keys out of that. You're gonna want to copy that, paste it into your elevator, and enable it. Right. Yes, this is doing my 14th gen elevator. You can do it on any generation elevator. So now the key that you want for this key switch here is this one. If I can get it. So inspection key you want. So if you have an admin system, you want to put it in serve storage or replicate storage. But if you wanted to put it into give it by default starter pack. So I'm going to do it from here, which I already do have an inspection key. So now we got to take this one of the lock switches. Now if you want to lock a floor, I'll show you how to do that. Alright, and also I'll also show you how to do a floor call. So once we put this in, so we want to make sure we rotate so the keyhole stays outwards. Alright. You don't have to have the inspection controls with you. You could even replace the inspection controls on the top if you want. It's optional. Alright, so if we put it here. Alright. Now. And also I'll show you how to add more angles to this. So now we got this in here. Now here's the key switch data. So now right now it's set to the inspection lock. So we want to go over to the Cortex Discord server. Whoa. Oh. Stupid Discord. And on FAQ and setup, I actually have to bring this in here. Alright, so on FAQ and setup, you see these are all the APIs. This is how you request a call. Now, we're going to do a floor lock, and then we'll also add an angle. So, unfortunately, I have to bring out my scripted reader, which I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. I don't see the blocker. So we need to get this one. Now we're going to do floor button lock. But if we want to do call button lock, it's just basically the same. Just with Hall in it. So we want to get this one here to get into here. So we could just do this. We could copy this, the API thing. And we can put it into here, replacing that one. Now we got to put that one back, and now we can actually do this. So this, to unlock it, we're going to be doing it here. So we're going to put this one to lock. Now we only want to set it to 3, so we get rid of the rest of the numbers we don't want to lock. All right, now we're going to add the API for the request a call as well, but we're going to create another angle. So we're going to go ahead and copy this and paste. Now it's going to be in a lot of arrows. We're going to set this one to 3. Set this one to 2. And set this one, I believe that's 1. Now make sure the start angle value is not set to 1. You want to make sure it's set to 2 to stay off, as you can see here. You want to make sure that's the case. So right here is where we're going to do the request call. Now we're going to change this one from turn to off, turn to call. So off, and this is totally optional. Totally optional to rename those. Now, we gotta go back into here. Now, you see where it says request a call? We gotta copy this. And then we gotta replace this with that call. Alright. Now, we need to set this floor number to whatever floor you want. So, we're gonna set to 3. So, and we want to make sure we whitelist this. So, we're gonna be setting this to the fire source key. Try floor access key, didn't work, but yes. Alright. Now we can get rid of the reader. The reader is only there for reference. Alright. It's now time to playtest. Now, the problem I'm having with here is that it's a bit laggy. So I gotta publish it to Roblox and then do it into this game. So not quite sure why it lags so much, but it doesn't lag when I'm going here, so I'll show you it working. I just have to wait for it to load. Now, depending on how big your game is how big is depending on the lag. So now, if we go back over here, now we need to give ourselves the fire source key. Now, you could press the button to go in. Now, she is not locked by default. So, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to here to reset that. So, if you go ahead and turn this to unlock the lock, it's not locked. So, I'll show you how to lock the car button now. Because one thing that's confusing is I thought I can lock it using the key switch, but it couldn't. So, if you go into settings, you go to locked floors. Place the number you want locked, which for my standards is 3. Okay, so for me, I have to do it in the actual game. But if your map is really small, you should be able to do just directly from Studio. So yeah, you have to make sure you put you lock it directly on the engine script to make sure it works properly. That's what I found out, is that doesn't actually work. So if I go ahead and do fly actually just gets it faster. Give myself the fire source key. Alright. Now she should be locked. If we put it in, unlock. It should be unlocked. But call should work, see? Yeah, it's not turning to that, but you see that call worked just fine. Just as fine. So yeah, you see request call works. Up. Oh, I did the hall floors, that's why. You have to make sure you don't do the hall ones because it locks the hall buttons. So make sure you make it so that it only does the call button there. Now we're gonna post to Roblox. Alright, so we're going back into the game here. Wait, let me make sure I published it. So, depending on how big your map is, depends on how much lag you use in Studio Test. And depends on your it depends on how much RAM you have. Or memory. So we're gonna wait till it loads in. So make sure that it's not set. If you want to set to unlock the call buttons, you can. You can. It's your design. Now we need to get the whitelisted key, which we set to fire source key. So she is still locked. If you turn to unlock, the floor unlocks. Turn back to off, and the floor is locked. Now, it doesn't actually go out automatically, which they did fix that, so. And then, of course, placing it to call, we'll call it. For some reason, I think I need to set the angle. The angle's probably set to default. So go to keyswitch stage. Yeah, see, it is set to default. Now, see how this says negative 45? We just put in positive 45. which is just 45. That's how you should change the angle of. That's how you change it. And you can also change these colors if you want as well. And then yeah, so that's actually how to get a key switch to work. So just when you put the key switch in here, if it's on the expression controls, make sure this loader is in your elevator. And then go into here and you can make a few values. You can valve to request a call, to lock a floor, and to unlock a floor. You can even add any more values. Like say that you want to do fire stairs. Fire stairs will work on here. Stop will work on here. Intermittent stairs will work on here. Whatever you choose. For that has all the APIs from the server. So you can even provide door open, door close, door nudge. That's a fire recall, phase 2 stop. You can do whatever you want here. You just need to copy all this API settings and put it into the key switch. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.